Yeah, I think we are live. So
Yeah, we're live.
I'm just double checking right now. Are we really live?
Yeah, I think we are.
We are, yeah?
Everybody,
Yeah.
today I'm really excited because today we're gonna be talking about a really cool topic. I have some points, Careless has some points, and I think it's gonna be a really interesting and great conversation. So I'm really excited to have this conversation with you. So do you want to share the topic, Careless?
Yes, I can. And I just want to remind to the people who watching us that my name is Karolis and I'm a legacy coach, and here is my friend Jack Murray, and he is mind performance coach for teenagers. So welcome back again, Jack. We're
Yes,
gonna
thank you.
make those lives weekly, so you will feel you will see more of us.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome getting to come on here more and talking. And like I said, it's a really interesting topic, and every time we've done it, I've been really excited to do these topics. So yeah, let's get right into it.
Let's get right into it. So, Jack's idea was to have this topic on growth mindset for teenagers and how parents can help teenagers to adapt and implement this type of mindset. So, as you was the person who created this topic, are you willing to have a go for a first one?
Yeah, sure.
Let's
So
go then.
there's a quote that I really like, and it's about growth mindset, and it's people who have a growth mindset are people who believe in their ability t- to get better at their skills through hard work and dedication. And that is basically the definition of what a growth mindset is. And I think that's just important to relay back. But I think one of the most important things anyone can do to parents can do to help cultivate a growth mindset in their teens is to encourage and remind, because to be honest, building growth mindset is definitely a very hard thing because it's a big mental shift from the way you see the world, right? So I think definitely one thing parents can do to really help make that change easier is to encourage their teens to work hard, to have dedication, so that they believe in themselves and their abilities, and remind their teens of when they believed in themselves and when they had that moments of a growth mindset and how that turned out. Because I think if you're able to remember and recall when you're able to have like those moments where you were in a growth mindset, that can make the transition a lot easier, especially when you're the one that's doing it yourself. And even if you want to go to like your teens idols, I'm sure like some of my favorite people, some of my idols, I'm sure yours too, Careless, have employed a growth mindset. And there are lots of amazing, amazing people that you can get inspiration from that employ the growth mindset on a daily basis.
Yeah, indeed, it's I believe the growth mindset is standing behind the most successful and most high achievers. It
Yeah,
stands
exactly.
behind as a foundation of their success and their achievement.
Yeah, if
So
you look at
it's
anyone in any field, the top
yeah,
people have always worked hard and believed in themselves and put in a lot of dedication. And that is what growth mindset is all about.
yeah, indeed, it's about growth. It's
Yeah.
about growth. That's why it's called growth mindset. Um, you know, for me, it was one of the I could say eye-opening realizations. Myself as a
Mhm.
parent, as a guardian. I had to realize that in a hard way. That I'm not here to tell my children what to do. I'm here to assist them and
Yes,
give them options to choose, uh,
exactly.
to take my help or not. And I think that's where many people parents still have this thing under squeezed control, that if I said so, it has to be so. And yeah, you parents, you pay the bills, yeah, you pay for maybe for studies, maybe for the classes, for the sports equipment or whatsoever. But it doesn't mean that your child like is not having a chance to make his own decisions, make his own mistakes, take his own responsibilities. And that's really onto the thing that Jack said, on building all that work ethic in your teenagers, in building all that transparency and communication chain. Is like being the advisor in the family with a full understanding that your advice can be not taken. you know I think that's a foundational layer of a growth mindset in family.
Hmm.
Because if you apply only a dictatorship model, it's only my way. Like how does it apply to the growth mindset for your child? I think it
Yeah.
doesn't.
And with the growth mindset, you need experience. You need to be able to have some
Yeah,
freedom to explore a little bit. And that's
yeah.
something that I'm really grateful that my parents have always asked my like opinion. And now they may not always go with my opinion, but they always talk to me about their decisions and things like that. And that's something that I'm really grateful for. And I think it's a reason why why I have developed a growth mindset.
Yeah, yes, 100%. And I developed my growth mindset with not being that easy to target kid. Like I was always, why it is the way it is. Why you ask this question? Why you talk like this, but you behave like this. I would always see this stuff. And when someone tries to teach me, and the next day, they do the same stuff themselves, like it doesn't give you confidence in listening to that person's advice. So yeah. And if it's parents who wants to enforce the truths, like you just kind of fit your child in the box, and instead of looking for a mutual compromise, mutual interest, common grounds that sets you inside, together with your child on beneficial interests that you build together. That's how really this growth mindset happens. And Jack, do you think like sharing your second one?
Yeah, sure, totally. So my second point is about systems and goals. And I think if you want to help your team cultivate a growth mindset, yes, obviously you want them to hit their goals and accomplish things, but I think you really need to focus a lot on the systems that are going to get them there, but also how they're setting their goals. Because I think those are two overlooked points of a growth mindset. And I think those are really, really crucial and a really important part of the blueprint to be able to hit their goals.
Yeah, indeed. It's like it's how beautiful it is. So maybe some people doesn't know this, but we are doing a freestyle thing with Jack, and it means that we are not planning our lives. Like we are not planning our topics. We don't plan what we're going to talk about. We always go freestyle. So we just agree the topic just before going live, and then we go into the details. So we practicing freestyle and providing immense value to being in a state of flow without
Yes.
having this need to prepare. So
Yeah.
we are always prepared for unprepared. Jack, what
Yeah.
you
And even that like will also help with the growth mindset, being able to kind of tumble and pivot and be able to think on your feet. That's also a really important thing about having a growth mindset.
Yeah, indeed. And like Jack said, it was systems and goal setting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my second one is creating family team, and it consists from very two important things. It has much more, but I will talk about only two that I believe plays a vital role in building family team structure, to support the systems, to support the goals, to support that growth mindset. So those 2 points in a family team is active rest together
Hmm.
and discipline. And now the discipline, like me and Jesse, we spoke in the conscious parenting leaders group many times in our lives, that discipline is not the form of punishment. Like discipline is a form where we integrate delayed gratification actions for our benefit, for our future. So it is your workouts, your family workouts together. It's your family meditation time. It's your family yoga time. It's your family business project. It's those things that you have to do together in order for them to bring the benefit over the period of time, and it builds that emotional and mental stability, all this growth mindset. Because if we are in a state where, we set goals and we work as a family to achieve them, not as one person decides it all, but as a team, as a team, everyone has a say.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, I love that, and that's like something that my parents have done with me. And I have a younger brother who's 7, and we also ask, like, what do you think about this? And yes, he's a lot littler, and he's still sorry, he's 8 actually. Sorry, he just turned 8. But even though he's still learning more about himself and discovering his values and what he's gonna be like when he gets to become like a little bit older as a teenager and then as an adult, he still has his own emotions and feelings right now. So we also want to see, what do you think? And we want to encourage him to think out loud.
Yeah, and you said he just became 8 years old. So
Yeah.
from 7 to 14, they kind of test all the knowledge they gathered from 0 to 7, all beliefs, all emotions. They test it from 8 to 14. So it's the best time to integrate your brother into your family conversations, into the team sports, whatever you're gonna do, to build that family foundations and build those family rituals. Always integrate him, because he's now in a process where it's really, really interesting for him to see how world works. So I'm really happy to hear that.
Yeah, it's definitely been. I love hearing his opinions because he's so cute, and he already has such like a distinct personality. So it's awesome.
Yeah. Hearing those answers when kids answering some really tough, provoking questions. Yeah, it's really fascinating how they answer all that. So and enjoy this period.
Yeah, I know. And like I personally have a newsletter like called Upliftology, where like every Monday I share like a thought, a quote, and a question. And last Monday I was talking about like wisdom through wonder. And one of the things I talked about was how I admire how these young kids, these little kids, ask the most audacious questions. But it's based out of curiosity. And curiosity, I think, without going into it so much here, it's something that is so beneficial and valuable for us, no matter what stage of life you're in.
And it's really great that you said curiosity. Curiosity is one of the main attributes of a growth mindset.
Yes,
Really, like it's one of the foundational and the main attributes of a growth mindset, because you have to be curious like a child. There is even a saying, in order to be good coach, good mentor, you have to be very, very curious person, because it's all about asking right questions.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
so let's be curious. Let's be curious, and let our children, let the teenagers, let the youth to be curious, so they can explore this life, explore themselves, explore their weaknesses and strengths, and just be ready for this, for amazing life. If you will start practicing growth mindset early, all this integration will reward you immensely after years, and or maybe even faster. So don't be scared to apply it and work to achieve that. It's natural for you.
Yeah.
Jack, anything to say to finish our live?
No, but on just a quick thing. The tips that Karolis and I shared, we both have used these ourselves and know a lot about them. So you can trust that we really believe in them, because we did 2 points and we did some more freestyle a bit off that. But these points are the most important and most impactful to develop a growth mindset. So definitely think about them and see how you can integrate that into your home life.
Yeah, indeed. And I just want to remind you that Jack has his own newsletter, and it's called Upliftology, as
Yes.
far as I'm aware about it. And you can sign up. Just check his profile, and you can sign up to that newsletter. And he's really dropping some nuggets there. So I'm here to recommend checking on Jake and checking what he's doing. You know, he's a 15 years old elite athlete, and he has developed MAP coaching system. So he helps teenagers to become high performers like he is. So let's lead by example.
Yeah, and we'll see all of you on the next live. See you.
Yeah, and next live is next Friday. So see you.